Hi lovelies, and welcome to my life and tarot. I am Janne, and for you English speakers the name is Jane, and I wanted to share my 2017 Wheel of the Year, like how it played out throughout the year. It's like a conclusion or the flashback to this year, and how the cards showed what's going on. And here you can see my Wheel of the Year, starting with January in here, and two main energies cards in the middle. So let's go through what happened within this year with me and how the cards correlate with the events. I must say, in retrospect, it all clicked really well, and without blabbering anymore, I just will start. The January card is the Queen of Chalices, or the Queen of Cups. The month of January for me was like a little bit emotional or nostalgic, I must say. And this card shows this really well, how the Queen has her own place by the sea, where she can sit and enjoy and hold her cup. So January was the month where I visited my childhood playgrounds. I grew up near the sea. The house where we lived was like really close to the seashore, and the sea was visible from the windows, and this house is no more. It burned down now, I think already 8 or 9 years ago, but we visited with our children the places where I grew up, and walked by the seashore, and it was cold, but it was like this visiting the home, and being content with the loss of this home, and sitting on my favorite stone or rock, and yeah, this is like what I did in January, literally. So next is February. In February I had a huge revelation idea to start to collect more tarot decks than I had before. So I would say it is connected to that a lot, like new start for something that has brought me here. In February I also had a tiny idea that I maybe would start my own channel, and wrote down some ideas of what I was going to accomplish with everything with the channel and throughout the year. So this in March, I actively started the journey, the trading the decks and first videos on this channel, and everything started. The spark of the flame started in March, so the Ace of Wands suits in this position really well. In April, it is Justice, or the Standing Stone, where I had some serious choices to make, because we knew we have to move, and I had to choose if I want to move with everything I had, because I had a huge collection of vintage items. I really had a lot of stuff in the storage and everywhere in our house. And also we had to make a decision whether to move into a smaller place, which we did eventually. We had 6-bedroom house, and now we have 2-bedroom apartment. And these decisions and weighing of all the options started in April. Now in May, I got rid of all of my how should I put it, collection of the vintage items. I only left so little that I couldn't part with, and majority of those I did let go. I initiated this new way of life, because ever since I started to collect all those items, I have moved with them from place to place, and the collection was growing all the time. But as in April the decision came, and in May I put everything on motion and created this start of a new way of living without those things, and replacing them with a dream of something new, which I will talk about in next month. So May, now June. In June we seeked the new home and started to look for to purchase the land. We have decided to get, and this is why we opted to live in the smaller apartment, as we can divide our income into the new projects. And these ideas here had fully developed, and we consciously looked for the land to purchase and to compromise our living conditions. We were getting ready for it and agreed to let the life costs down a few notches for the better future, which at this point we were happy and expecting about. And yeah, this makes sense. Also in June, our lilacs, these are not lilacs but they remind me of lilacs. Lilacs are blooming usually, and this card speaks me of that really well. So in July we actually moved. We found both in one day. We drove to the town we are now in and went to see the apartments that are available, and found one that we really liked. And in the same day we went to look at the land we found near here. so and decided that we will go for it and we will take both of them. And this was the initiation of our new start. So the page of Athamis, or the page of swords, she's making she's manifesting the magic to happen here and in the forest. And the land has these old trees on it, and it really spoke, this card, a lot for me at that point. We wrote down all the ideas and plans when we are going to do what with the land and so on. So August, when the month started, I was like thinking, what is going to be this that this card talks about. And little did I know that I had a huge shadow hidden and inside of me that I wasn't aware of even, and it came out in August for me. And this card, like, it was all in my head, and as soon as it surfaced, I looked at this card and I knew that this was the thing that it was talking about. And like all the cards are pointing out this one major thing in the month. So this was the huge step forward for me, because I had an opportunity to shed light onto the shadow and work through it and make it not go away. But when you are bringing something out of the darkness into the light and observing it, like, it will not be unknown anymore. And if I stumble upon it in the future, I am ready, because I was not ready at this point. This blew me away for a moment, and this is highly personal, and I won't go into it as much as you maybe would like me to, but yeah, this is how the August went for me. So in September we had some decisions to make where to invest our resources and not be as lavish with everything. And also in September was the time when I realized that I don't like many of my decks that I've been hoarding throughout the year, and started to let go of the decks I didn't want or like anymore, and my collection got really mindful. So the theme of it, this is the Four of Pentacles, was to value what I have and what we have and make a good care of it. And if you can see, there's a little turtle in there, so taking things slowly and protecting our assets was the main theme. We initially thought we are going to get a new car in September and sell the old one. We opted not to, and we have the car still. So usually we are like switching cars every few years, but this time we opted that we will use this one a little bit longer and evaluate what we need, not what we want. So then became the October. October was the month where I signed a lease for this place here that I am using for making videos and client readings, and I decorated it and made it cozy and homey and put my knowledge and skills into the work I am doing right now. So building this experience-based thing in here. So this card totally is of that. This is Eight of Pentacles and the elderly man who knows what he's doing and is doing it with joy and content, and is using his gathered knowledge to create, which is exactly this. So in November, reaching for something new. This is Seven of Wands, which is my birth card also, but in this deck it shows reaching for the higher unknown and taking a risk. And this exactly is what I did, because I have always dreamed about teaching tarot, but because there's no tarot school or nothing available in the whole country, a few people only are doing it, to my knowledge, and in this town and in this area there is nothing available for people if they would want to learn something. But I am not a spotlight person. I don't like to speak in public. I don't like to be a teacher per se. But thanks to this channel, I have courage to speak publicly and not to sweat about every little, I don't know, I'm just more relaxed, I think, and so I reached for the new and stepped out of my comfort zone for growing purposes. So the November was the first month where I started the teaching of tarot around here, which is going really well, and I am loving it, and I have met some wonderful people because of it. Being new around here and not knowing anyone in this town, I have made some great acquaintances. So, and last month is the December. This is page of Knight of Chalices. And for me, he is bringing, as you can see, there's this circle of stones. The table stone has been made, and he's bringing his cup, or offering his something that's in the cup to the party. He's contributing something to the community, and this is what I am doing right now. With this place, with the plans I have, with the people I have met in here, and I am sharing my knowledge. I'm bringing my cup to the community for everyone to have a piece of it, so to speak. So this is what December has been about for me. And now for the major, or the main energy cards. Again, strength, because I have gained so much within this year with the channel, thanks to the channel, with this place, with personal growth. All this together has gave me this crown knowledge and energy, and I am really thankful for it. And so is this card. This is totally me, 9 of Wands. You can see the sun is rising, but he's been working all night probably, and is worried if he's going to get all the work done, and finishing in the last moment, so to speak. but the little guardian fairy is here to always this is like, yeah, this guardian angel or the guardian fairy that ensures us always that we succeed at the end. And this sense of urgency and sense of not going to make it in time have been back of my head throughout this year, and I really need to take myself into the next level and start creating a fully planned, because I have too many things I want to do at once, and this is why I finish on the last moment, and I am creating this stress for myself. So I need planning and order of action in my life. So this is my goal for the 2018, my main goal, to stop doing everything at once, and at once stop doing everything together, like all the time I'm doing 5, 4, 7 things at once, and I can't, like, I'm stressing myself out, and I'm finishing, always finishing on the last moment, and I'm late everywhere, and this has to stop. This is one of my shadows, I think. So I have to get my stuff together and stop being the last moment person. So this was my 2017 flashback. It has been a wonderful year. It has taught me a lot, and let's see what is 2018 bringing to me when I do my Wheel of the Year spread for the next year, which I will share with you also. And this is it. Thank you for watching, and bye.